What's up? Big Connect! Hi everyone, Skyward33 here. How's it going, guys? I'm back at it again with another whatever the heck this is. Kind of did a little bit of a lazy day today. Sorry that I'm a little late. I was supposed to be at 5, I'm like 5 minutes past. Long story short, I was trying to make myself a burrito, and I cooked some chicken in my microwave, just to find out that I don't have any beans. No beans! It sucks! So, in other words, I hope you guys don't mind me munching on some Pop-Tarts while I'm live today, because this is my breakfast. So yeah, I did in fact get the Fanta. Yes. Oh wait. Yes. I made a little display for it and everything. It's really cute. Maybe I'll do a little close-up on it at the end of the stream. But at the start here, I just wanted to say, I get life really sucks right now, but I'm glad you're still here with me, because oh my god. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention was my channel members. Shout out all those guys. I got a couple new ones, or I think I got one new one last week. I'm pretty sure it was Toby. And yeah, yo, Glitch Fox, how's it going? Gray Rat, FLA Oracle. What's up? I think what I'm gonna do at the start here is I'm actually gonna do a tiny little Pianosaurus showcase. Just because I never really did one, now that I'm thinking about it. So, not to be like Pianosaurus had about as much screen time on my channel as he did in the game, but he kinda did. So, I'll give you guys a quick little look-see at that. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, let's see here. This one. Yeah. Turn it. Do the thing. Oh god. I'm a professional, guys. Don't worry. Okay. Oh. Pianosaurus. So I made this guy quite a while ago for just like a TikTok, and if I remember to edit it into this little showcase I'm gonna repost later, this is right here. This is the TikTok. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. But long story short, I turned a old thrift store find, which was one of these pianos, into Pianosaurus, and I never did a full showcase on him, so I just kind of wanted to show it off real quick, just because I think it looks really cool. And I'll be real, Pianosaurus, I wish there was more of him in the game, but I get the whole like joke bit they did with him. It's kind of funny. But yeah, so this is him. He's pretty much just a wall decoration, but I made sure to keep all the electronics working. The backside looks a little worse. So this is what the backside of him looks like. As you can see, I have a very professional on-off switch right there. On-oof. An on-oof switch. And then I have the buttons that affect the different types of sound. On the back here, I pretty much cut the plastic and then like folded it around so that I could put it on the wall and still have the speaker, which is this right here. And then I can still technically press all these buttons here, so I can technically... Ah! Does it work? Wait. Do the thing. Do the thing! Oh. That's not exact. Okay, yeah, so it still works, which I think is kind of the best part. And every once in a while, I'll just see it on my wall, and I'll walk up to it and just hit it with the... I can do it. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. You can still play music and stuff. I don't know if it'll get me copyright claimed. But yeah, so I'm gonna put this back on my wall and we're gonna get back into the David Mimic. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you find this interesting. And yeah, let's... Oh, shut the fuck up! No! Oh wait, I forgot. I can change it. Wait. Yeah, that's it. Okay. On the wall with you, bitch. Get on there. There we go. Also, one more thing with Pianosaurus, which I think is really kind of funny, is if I leave him idle for a second, he'll eventually turn off, but it'll do this, like, snoozing effect. Is that still playing? Oh, God. Shut up! Stop! Okay. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. That's fine. That's fine. That's... Oh, God! Well, he's just gonna hang out over there. That's kind of game accurate, actually. Alright. And now, for David, where is my son? Here he is. He's on the floor still. Yeah, I should probably read the live chat a little bit. What's up with y'all? How's it hanging? As a pianist, you're thrilled that the keys still work? Hell yeah, me too. But yeah, I haven't really done anything to him since last week. But I think what I want to try to do is get these eyes, not like fully done, but I want to get this kind of cut back apart, and set into like the 2 eyes instead of just 1. So we'll start there, and then I don't think I'm gonna go too crazy hard on the head today. But I was thinking I could try to do like his legs and arms maybe, because I had a couple ideas on how to do that. So I guess we'll just sort of see, play by ear. But yeah, how's everybody doing today? Hope y'all are having a good October 1st. Yo, it's spooky month, officially. Officially spooky month, guys. Isn't that freaking awesome? I freaking love spooky month. There we go. Okay. Yo. Don't mind my incredibly messy desk right here. There we go. So I'm gonna basically use an X-Acto knife and try to separate this out because I glued it to foam, and it's like this metal wire here, so it's durable, so I don't think it'll break. But I'm gonna have it on as I do, just to make sure. And I'm going to. That's not what I need. I swear I think I had the same problem last week. Couldn't find any new X-Acto knife blades. I swear I had another whole pack of them. Oh well. I do have this larger set though. I might just use these. It's like a different size blade. So. That's weird. I think I kept some old used ones, because these ones are a little worn down, but they're probably still good. Alright. Ugh, the sun is bright on my eyes. Okay, let's see. Where'd you start? Carefully unwork the hot glue, I suppose. The goal is to not destroy the wires. That would suck. Worst. There we go. Okay. See, there are just these like little fairy lights. Your birthday's coming up? Yo, happy early birthday, demonic Barbie. Don't know why I said your name like that, but I hope you have a good birthday. Anybody excited for Halloween this year? I don't really have any plans, but I just really like the holiday. I'll probably mostly just watch some spooky movies and stuff. Not that I don't already do that. How have I been? Whew. I have been complicated. I'm still kicking. But I mean, it's been rough, I'll be real, but hanging in there. You know what I am excited for, though? The FNAF 2 movie. It's coming out soon. I believe it's December? Dude, I'll be so real. I keep saying that, but the FNAF movie is probably the only thing this year I've been looking forward to. Like, it's like the one thing I'm excited for. That, and I guess the final season of My Hero Academia is gonna start soon, in a couple months, I think. But that's more of like a 2026 thing, I believe. Making sure it still works, which is a smart thing to do. See, this is what I mean. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Like, if it still works, and you ain't using it for what you used it for originally anymore, feel free to, like, reuse that shit. Like, yeah. The 5th? That sounds right. I couldn't remember if it was like the 5th or the 1st, but I want to say the 5th sounds correct. Excuse me. Remember to hydrate, everybody. Hydration. The funny thing is, I remember putting these together pretty vividly because I spent a really long time arranging them in that little circle formation. But that video / costume I used these for, it's like it's gotta be at least like 3 or 4 years old at this point. Like the showcase video. Which is wild, because I swear, I feel like I put these together, like, last week. I don't know. Time is weird. I've said that now, and I'll say that forever. Humans are the only people that actually give a fuck about time. Like, technically, time is just another way to count stuff. And the universe doesn't really give a fuck about counting. It kind of just does its own thing. And all we are is just like observers. Sorry, I've been getting into a lot of space documentaries lately. I love that shit. I'm so hyped for the FNAF 2 movie. It does look peak, you are correct. Luckily, I only glued these to foam. If these were glued to like a piece of freaking popsicle stick or something, that would be a much harder pain to get this undone. But we almost got it. Exactly, Grey Rat, you get it. But I'll be real. If I could just be like a house cat and like chill, not have to pay taxes, go to work, do any of that shit, just wake up, see that it's bright out, do my thing. It gets dark out, I go to bed and then do it again. No cares in the world. Ugh. I'm not a furry or anything, but I mean, I don't. It's different, right? Somebody please defend me. We're all like NPCs. I hate to break it to you, but you are literally playing as yourself, so I don't know if that counts as a non-playable character. But other people to you are NPCs, technically. I mean, if you classify people as characters that you can play. Me as the mimic. I am this person now. Bro, I'll be so real. Sometimes I'll meet like a new person and then I'll just like develop part of their personality into my own. And then I'm like, well, now I say this joke that I used to never do, and I have become a carbon copy. I am the mimic IRL. Though I think that might just be considered autism. Don't quote me on that. But yeah. Anyway. Oh my god, purple guy! Bro, you came back. Welcome. Every time I see the word purple guy, I just have a vivid image of Markiplier going, purple guy! Like OG Markiplier. And like, I don't know. I love that. No! Don't quote me on that! Ah! How could you do this to me? Try not to break it on the final little separation? You know, sometimes I really just say shit. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I have come to realize that I have like zero filter IRL. Like, I don't know. Swearing just comes so naturally to me. Man, this knife is not sharp at all. Why do I even have it? It's like creasing the foam rather than cutting it. most part. Besides it just being tangled. Oh wait, damn it. Okay, we got a little bit more to do at the very end here. Ooh, there we go. There's much left. Yo, Penguin Plush Productions, what is up, my guy? How's it hanging? Hope you're having a good day. You're back with dinner? Hell yeah. I'll drink to that. And by drink, I mean water. And by I mean you stay hydrated. Fun fact, this bendy sticker is the same one I used in my Can't Be Erased music video. Like the exact same one. Hey, you shared the live? Thank you. Shout out I can't even do shout outs if I wanted to. Shout out Glitch Foxy. Thank you. Skylore. Oh my god, that's my name. Don't wear it out. You don't make money as it, it's just a hobby. Honestly, doing YouTube as a hobby is probably healthier than doing it as a job. Cause YouTube is low-key just my hobby now as well. So like, I get it. Like, I don't really make any money from this anymore. I got a actual job. Not that YouTube isn't a job, but it's kind of really hard to not fall off naturally, I suppose, like over time. Like, you gotta just keep at it so often or else you'll lose it. It's when I did YouTube full time, I freaking loved it, but I will say it was very stressful when my views went down. But now that I'm not like making money doing this, and I'm like doing it more as like a side project / passion project, honestly it feels more fulfilling. Like, I don't know, just being here, chilling with y'all, saying the F word. Fuck. And not worrying about if I get demonetized or not, because it doesn't really matter at the end of the day to me. Though I do appreciate the money I do get from this, but it's like, I'll be so real, I make like $50 a month from YouTube, which is not even like enough for gas nowadays. So I don't know. Like I said, it's just a hobby for me too. If it ever did take back off, that would be freaking awesome, because I hate going outside. And not that I dislike my coworkers, but they have their moments. But yeah, I mean, not a lot of people have the opportunity to be a full-time YouTuber for a bit and then go back to being like a regular, like, jobbed person? I don't know. I do know that whole thing about YouTube being stressful as like a career path. That is 100% true. Like, I'll just put that out there immediately. Okay, where was I? We have officially finished taking apart the fairy lights. Ugh. And they still work, which is a good thing. I think I'm gonna just make like 2 circles and then attach the lights in like a little ring around them, kind of like a pair of glasses, and then I'll make it look more accurate next time. Like at the moment I just want to get it attached, and then I want to work on the legs and lower torso a bit. Where's my supplies? Oh, that one sucks. Nope. That'll work better. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up a photo of... Oh, did my camera die? My camera got disconnected. Oh no! Technical difficulties. Oh, that's not good. Where did it go? Come back. Ah! Might have hit the cord a little bit. There we are. Okay. Whoopsie. Guys, who knew rolling over a electrical cord can mess up your day? There we go. We're back. Okay. Let me pull up a image. Okay. So his eyes are pretty far apart, to be honest. Let's see. Like, I want to say they're like here. Maybe a little closer. But I'm just going to use this little med bottle cap to make some circles for the base of his eyes. And then we will go from there. Yeah. I'm gonna try to make it accurate, but I'm not gonna be like a stickler on it. Well, that fell on the ground. Oh no! Oh. Don't mind that, sticky keys. The moment when your hammer falls on your keyboard and activates sticky keys. Y'all thought I was joking. I got a hammer right here. It had some magnets on it for some reason. Ooh, I should actually clean this up real quick. Delicious. I would love to step on that. Alright. Get this. Ooh. Eat this. I guess I'm gonna have to go to the craft store and get some more small X-Acto knife blades, because these ones... Rawr. I try to keep the blades for about as long as I can. Like, I'll sharpen them and like resharpen them. But since X-Acto knife blades are like pretty thin, they can break. So it's like, you can't like infinitely resharpen something. So it's like they're still technically disposable. But if you get like a like a little knife sharpening thing, you can make them last longer. One. Back to drawing. I've stalled long enough. That is the story of my life. Back to it. I have procrastinated too much. See, if you see me posting like a billion times on Twitter within an hour, just tell me to get back to work. Like, I'm just wasting time. Get back to work, bitch. Ain't nobody got time for that. Officially have 2 circles. Let's go! Okay. I'm not exactly sure on the amount of these. My thought is I'm going to go find some like more of these, like out from those not claw machines, those like little quarter machines. These like plastic ball pieces work really well for eyeballs. I only have this one at the moment, which is kind of the reason we're not gonna finish his eyes today. But I'm gonna get a couple more of these and use them for the dome bit, if that makes sense, for his eyes. But that'll be probably next time. At the moment, I'm just going to glue a bunch of these in a circle. I'm not sure how many I have, to be honest. Wait, let me try to be a little creative with this. Get creative! Oh my god, I just had a flashback. Get creative again! Gumball machines? Wait, what are we talking about? You quit Twitter? Honestly, I wish I could quit Twitter, but I mean, I've got a pretty decent following on there, and I'll be real, Blue Sky doesn't hit quite the same. Though I will say, the whole like, how do I put this? Without getting this immediately flagged. The people that you can't see run a little rampant on there. And I don't know. I like to stay up to date on stuff, especially nowadays. That and also the Stipendium follows me on Twitter, and they're really cool, and I don't want to lose that because they're cool. Low-key, that's kind of one of the reasons. Yeah, it's not the best reason, but I think they're pretty cool. That and Kellen also follows me on Twitter for some reason. I will admit, though, a lot of people probably mute me on Twitter just because I can be a little insufferable on there sometimes. Alright. Trying to wind it into a coil so I can try to get more of an idea how many I have. Is it an even number? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that's actually perfect. So I'll just use 10 for each eyeball. So we'll do 1, 4. I don't know how well of a spiral shape I'll be able to make this look like, but think if I just do like the circles, it'll give. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Maybe I could make it like a little. Something. Okay, let's do there, and there, on there. Not that one. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do a little swirl thing. We'll see how this goes. I think for this one it'll be easiest if I start in the center, because I want it to go to the other one. So, put a little dot of glue right. Oh. Does the coil on his eyes go a specific way? Or does it really matter? They're both separate. Do you guys want the top-down camera for this, or the side one? I could swap it to the top-down if you want. Ooh, 6 periods of college in one day. That sounds rough, dude. Best of luck. Oof. Speech and language. Not a big fan. I do wish I knew like more than just English though. But I'm such a slow learner when it comes to new languages. I don't know if I could ever do it good enough. I tried to do like a Spanish class when I was younger, but I don't think any of it stuck besides like the very basics. Hey, what's up, puppy witch? Glad you could make it. You think everyone in this chat might be autistic? I mean, you said it, not me. Though, just because it's correct doesn't mean that you needed to point it out. Oh, I speak gibberish too. I took a ton of Latin when I was younger, and I absolutely despised that class. Because who the fuck needs Latin? Besides, like, a linguist. Like, come on. Am I counting these enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm not sure if the whole swirl effect is gonna work with the little dot lights here, but hopefully it'll kind of look a little cool. Yeah, for sure, not autistic. Yeah, yeah, you get it. Thank you, thank you. His eyes will probably look a little crazy for a little bit, but I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, you can kind of see the swirl effect. It's not as good on camera. Hopefully. A little better. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait. That's kind of a cool lighting thing. Huh. I guess we'll find out. Either way, it'll make his eyes glow pretty blue anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 more. Ghostbusters. Oh, thanks for tuning in, Glitch Foxy. I'll see you later. Have a good one. I wish I had like a little tube or something of clear plastic I could put around this. One more. I'll just put it on the bottom here. So it's supposed to be a swirl. You can kind of see it. It might be more obvious if I paint the cardboard black. But yeah, so these little metal bits, I'm just going to fold back and around and glue them all on the back side here. Like, I don't think I'll be able to re-salvage these lights after this one, but I kind of like this one as is, so I don't really want to salvage them. Spicy on my fingers. Okay, how long have we been going already? 45 minutes? That's not so bad. We did the little showcase earlier. Now, oh, get out of the way. There we go. That would be like, it kind of looks a little swirly. We'll figure something out for it. I think it's a good start though. So we'll do the same thing on this other one, but we're gonna have to work inward. Because we're working the opposite direction. So yeah. Do his eyes swirl the same direction, actually? Wait. No, his eyes swirl opposite of each other. So this will work out just nicely. You're trying to draw, but the drawing isn't cooperating. Been there, done that. I find sometimes, if I have more than one project to work on, and I'm losing steam on one of them, I'll just swap to a different project, and then I'll be able to get that done instead. Though, to be fair, you don't want to do that too much, because then eventually you'll just have a billion projects. Like, you want to go back and finish them. That's what I do when I'm kind of hitting like a writer's block, and or I get tired of physically building something. Like, I could go draw, or maybe play some video games, or work on When Fate Comes Knocking Chapter 4 some more. Most of the time I'm trying to finish up the script for the music video, though. I know how it's gonna end, I just have to put it all on paper. Like, it's gonna be so cool. Hopefully it'll be the best music video I've ever made. And that's saying something. Like, no joke. Sunrise and Moondrop. Hello! Welcome to the crib. I call it that because I keep a baby in the corner. I don't know why my camera's so crooked. Wait, there we go. Alright. I might try to finish these off stream just because it might take me a while, and I might like finesse it a bunch. But once we get this little swirl pattern here, we'll get going on the rest of them. It isn't turning out correct? Like, you don't like how it looks? Or like, there's an error? Lizard attack? I sure hope they do. Wait, favorite rapper? Probably Daco. I play this game of fate to make a virtual reality come to life in mortality. It is a little and so incredible, the animatronics and iconic electronics. Anyway, I may or may not be autistic. Apparently that's not a thing. But I like to live life dangerously. Oh, careful. That would suck if I messed up the wires right at the end. Huh? Oh, it's the battery pack being a little goofy. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off for now. How many more I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, You'd love to see me make Eclipse? Ooh, that would be cool. You know, Sun and Moon is one of those characters that, like, I find incredibly fascinating, but it's kind of hard to, like, properly pull off, I guess? I don't know. I've seen some really good cosplays of Sun and Moon, but, I don't know. The Eclipse design is really cool. The worst pain in the world is your pencil snapping. Yeah, especially if you're a digital artist. That would really suck. Oh yeah, Sun being all sad and ruined. Oh, poor little guy. Just a little guy. Yes, they're all just corrupting each other with mental illnesses. That's how I'd want to go. Tell me why. Sun might have ADHD. Well, I can independently confirm that that is a high likelihood. I glued that one on backwards, but probably won't matter. Got a lot of extra cord here. Alright. Oh no, I broke a nail. That sucks. Don't bite your nails, kids. It causes anxiety or something. Last one. Just flipping it over. Go on. Wah, 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 wah. Sure. I'll just sort of lob that onto the back there and I'm back. Alright. We officially have pretty much finished what I wanted to do for his eyes today, which was just get it started. Probably be more like this. It's starting to look more like him, I think. I'll have to get a little creative to see if I can get that swirl effect to look a little better. But I think for now we'll leave that there and try to do more on his legs, I think. So, if I remember correctly, let me pull up a photo of Da Mimic. Don't know why I searched Da. Actually spell it correctly. I'm gonna simplify that a little and use some conduit tubing. on top of the leg for this for these little stretchy sections, I guess. I think both sections stretch technically, but that's fine. I'm gonna start with putting like a little waist on him. The stream is lagging? Oh no! How bad is it lagging? Seems like it's... How bad is it lagging? If the stream is lagging, try closing and reopening it, because as far as I can see on my end, it's okay. Sometimes that'll fix it. I'm debating if I want to make it so his legs can move still. I guess it could probably work if I left it like that. But I am going to take that bit off. Get circumcised, bitch. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that on live. Don't mind that. How bad is laggy? Is that like it stutters a bit? That might just be my internet being crap. We're gonna take a little creative interpretation on this dude. Give him a little waist. That'll work. There's his little waist so far. Parts and service is so difficult. For real, for real. I totally get that. I struggled in that Indo section for a hot minute when I did my playthrough way back when it first came out. My sun and moon figures are currently in a box somewhere, so I can't exactly do that. Sorry. If I had time to go dig through boxes and come back, maybe. But at the moment, I can't really do that. I still have them though. Like, I still have the figures. I know that for certain. Putting that there will look nice. Kind of see a little bit right here what I'm doing. Bonnie sucks in part in service? Like, Glamrock Bonnie? Or do you mean like, in Help Wanted? Like regular Bonnie? Will I ever update Sun and Moon? Maybe? Though probably not if it's... because I have a ton of other projects currently. Maybe down the line a ways, but I'm trying to put the majority of my efforts into other things that I've already kind of had in the works for a long time. But, I mean, I don't know. I can't necessarily speak for the future, but I do like Sun and Moon. They're one of those characters I've always kind of wanted to try to revisit. I guess I gotta give him his booty. Like that. Okay, let me make this the same. Ooh, you know what's a movie I saw recently that I actually really liked, and it was like a movie I hadn't seen before? It's called The Frighteners, and it's got the guy that played, the dude from Back to the Future, plays like a psychic who can see ghosts and stuff, but he's also like a con man. And it turns into like a murder mystery thing, and it low-key kind of slaps as like a movie. It's from like the 80s though, so it's kind of impressive what they were able to accomplish. Though the VFX don't exactly hold up to today's standards. It's very much dated, but it's very much fun. I would highly recommend that one. I think it was on Tubi for free, actually. So if any of y'all use Tubi, give it a look. Excuse me. No, my Sun and Moon figures definitely look janky as hell. You are correct. They look like bootlegs. That's one of the reasons I'm not the biggest fan of how they turned out, because like I low-key kind of want to redo them. But I just had so many other projects. I can only do so much, unfortunately. If I could do everything, I would do everything, because like, oh my gosh. So much I want to do, you know? But it's only so much time in a day to be able to do stuff. So, I don't know. Sun and Moon is one of those really cool characters. I liked what they did with them because it was like really confusing at first, like why they existed. Like when Ruin first came out, it was just like, why are you a thing? Like, what is this? And then it started connecting back to like the Mimic and stuff. And I just think that's freaking epic. Just trying to give him a little waste. I'm getting him wasted. What? That's a child. Oh my god. William, no. I realized I didn't trim the top there before I glued it, so I wanted to do that real fast. Okay. You're drinking Coca-Cola. I had a Monster Energy drink around here somewhere. I don't know where it went. But I got my water bottle, so I'm gonna stay a little hydrated. Did I hear about Kindergarten 3? I saw Jacksepticeye's first episode on it. Did something happen? I was hoping he would post more, but apparently, unless my notifications didn't get it. I really like the Kindergarten games, though I'm not one to play them myself. I like watching other people do it. That's just me. Fill this section a little with some hot glue. You took my monster? I wonder I can't find it. Bruh. Well, I mean, if you need it. That's me if I ever get robbed. I'll just be like, nah, understandable. Take it. You have ADHD, so no monsters. Yeah, adding a lot of caffeine to your day can really goofify you. Goofify? Yeah. We'll say goofify. And I am a certified goof. What am I saying? Yeah. Certified goofy. Alright, now for this side. You're already hyper? Yeah, probably not on the Monster Energy drink thing then. I mostly do it because it's kind of like my coffee in the morning. I don't know if that's a healthy thing to say, but I said it. Because it's true. I feel like you can only be so healthy nowadays without it just being like incredibly expensive. Oh. That's just life at this point. Guess what? I swear to the fucking God, if you say chicken butt, I am going to... Ah! I'm joking. If you say chicken butt, I'll end this stream right now. I'm just messing with you. Somebody used to get me with that all the time. They'd be like, guess what? I'd be like, what? And they'd be like, chicken butt. And I'd be like, I hate you. You're still working on Timothy? Who's Timothy? Do I know this guy? I knew a Tim once. Actually, I knew several Tims. Alright. Now to do this part. I think I was gonna use this thicker piece of cardboard for the base here. The ghost engine? Like from Thomas the Tank Engine? Maybe I'm just out of date or out of the loop on what you're talking about. I do remember that one game that was really cool. What was it called? Choo Choo Charles, whatever they called him. Choo Choo Magoo. We need more unique horror games. Like, I feel like everything's so generic nowadays. Just finding something that stands out feels like a chore, you know? Or like a great success when you finally do. That's just me, though. Alright, he's officially got a little waist. I might try to fill these gaps with some hot glue later, but at the moment I'm just gonna leave him like that. So, I'm definitely going to make his arms a little longer, but we'll work on that probably next time, because I want to work more on his legs. So, let me swap this back. This one. So you can kind of see what I did. Front, I kind of put this little conduit tubing piece here to kind of mimic that, like, middle section, because I can't exactly drill away this bit right here and here just because there's like gears in here for his arms to work and stuff, but I think it kind of gets the same effect across. And then on the back I just sort of went with the solid thing. I might put a couple little foam details on here to kind of make it look more robotic, but for now we got the base done on his torso. Choo Choo Charles is Thomas's brother too. Ah. Yeah, he's got the Cleanovac arms. Oh my god, the Cleanovac though, it's so cute. So I think with his legs, I'm gonna take a little creative liberty. Like, I think I'm gonna just have the conduit tubing cover the whole leg, and then add a couple details on top of them. That's what I think I'm gonna do with it. Maybe I'll use 2 different types of conduit tubing. That could work. You want a real-world Cleanovac so much? That would be low-key the best thing of all time. Like, if they ever made, like, a Roomba that looked like a little robot with, like, a happy face on it, I feel like that would sell so well. And if they ever did make one of those, you bet your britches. You bet your britches I would customize it. Make it look like a little Cleano guy. Cute little fellas. Stretch this one. See if that'll look better. Works pretty well, I think. Alright. Yeah. I think I'm gonna glue this one like that and leave this little space here because I want to make his feet a little taller. Or maybe I'll make him a little taller by extending the bases of his feet up, just so that it makes his torso look a little more. I just don't want his legs to look too short. That'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I just want to push it up enough so that his leg still moves. So we'll keep that as is. And flip this around. We'll add one on his freaking backside. Like this. Right here. What challenge should you do in Ultimate Custom Night? Ooh, I'm feeling some Girls Night. I think that's what it was called. Isn't there a Girls Night mode where it's like all the girl ones? Bro. You see that? You see this shit? Bruh. Remember what I said earlier about X-Acto knives just eventually giving out? That's what I mean. Damn it. I'm gonna have to run to the craft store later. Maybe I'll do that today if I have time. Alright, so I'm just gonna take more conduit tubing and put it on the back side here. Try my best to kind of line it up Ladies' Night. That's what it's called. Yeah, give that one a go. Wait, before you do, how many animatronics are on that mode? You should mention the difficulty levels. Like, is that one of the harder ones? I forget. Yeah, I could give him high heels. It'd be game accurate too. The mimic really said, "You better work, bitch." And then said, "Give me those files." And then proceeds to try to murder the guy that it hired? Question mark. War. I guess we'll never know. Since MatPat retired, the world needed him most. It's like the Avatar. I guess we'll never know the true lore. MatPat's not here to help. The mimic can change genders. Yo. So you're telling me that we have our first gender fluid character and or non-binary character? Though I guess some characters were already like that. Which ones? Was Spring Bonnie considered they, them in FNAF World? I forget. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one. So I'm just gonna do that to both legs, but I'm gonna use a different style. It's a larger one. Of course, my scissors are also... Why is everything getting dull? Bruh. Oh, I used these too much for cutting scissors and stuff, so they don't really care to cut plastic all that good anymore. Goodness. I swear I had more X-Acto knives somewhere. I could always use one of these instead. Just your box cutter moment. Damn, this one's fucking terrible too. Bruh. Yeah, that'll work. This is way more difficult when you don't have the correct tools for it. Who would have thought? Alright, well. Let's see how well this piece works, because this one is notoriously likes to unstick itself from things. If that makes sense. But I just sort of heavily glue it. Oh, wait. Nope. There we go. But, gotta see the difference here at the moment. Funtime Foxy's and Ladies Night. Let's go. That sounds like an absolute win. Girls Night. We'll use this piece. I think what I'm gonna do to make this side a little bit more unique is I'm gonna leave a gap between them on the side. Then I'm gonna put like a foam piece to fill that section. So, I do need to trim this more still. Come on. Yeah, I'm definitely running to the to the dollar store after this, because oh my god, this is driving me nuts. Is there anything you should know before starting? Well, as an expert of Ultimate Custom Night, considering I've played it once, I will say that you want to make sure to not die, usually. That's usually the goal, I'm pretty sure. So, if you can do that, I think you got it in the bag. Oh damn, we've been going for an hour and a half? What the hell? That's cool. Time flies when you're actually enjoying what you're doing. Bro, I was at work the other day, and oh my god, it felt like the longest shift of all time. Don't you just hate that? Like, I wasn't even trying to keep an eye on the clock, but like, ugh. It just felt like an eternity. Which freaking sucked, dude. Was not a fan. This piece is forever gone. Do I have any non-destroyed foam pieces? Work a little, maybe? Playing on handicap mode, bro. Like, this is dull, but it's still the sharpest thing I have at the moment. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this little piece of foam in between here. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And we'll go from there. Work with me. That looks good enough to me. Now for the inner leg. This isn't my job. No, I can't afford to live on this. No, this is just a hobby. I used to do YouTube full time though. That's what you're curious about. Way back in the day. Times were simpler. Everything just feels so complicated nowadays. It's like, I just want some simple stuff, you know? It's not so much to add. There we go. I'll probably do something similar with his arms to keep the aesthetic across the board. But I'm going to find some foam, so I will be right back. Hang on, everybody. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I needed to go get some more foam from my foam box, and it just so happened to be buried in the closet. Who knows what that feels like? Yeah, so I got some thin EVA foam here. And basically, I'm going to cut a couple strips of it and put it across the knee areas. And then I'll kind of make those look a little bit more segmented, if that makes sense. So hopefully, see if these immediately destroy the foam. Okay. Ballora got you again. Wah, wah. I'm trying to remember what Ballora does in Ultimate Custom Night. Does she come down one of the corridors? Is that what it is? Or is she like one of those ones that affects other stuff? I know the mini arenas are in it, and they're like annoying as hell. I'm gonna cut this thinner actually. Happy Frog. Dude got killed by Happy Frog. Rookie mistake. Happy Frog moment. So yeah, I'm just segmenting the leg a little bit because I think I'm going to paint this top part black again, and then this bottom part I'll make silver, just to sort of make it look like they're two different segments. I think if I remember correctly, is it possible to disable DD on Ultimate Custom Night? Or is it like one of those things where it's like fully random? Like DD will just show up and summon other characters. I think it's the second bit. Like, pretty sure she just sort of shows up and fucks with you. So that's probably why Toy Freddy showed up, or Funtime Freddy showed up in the Ladies' Night mode. That's my guess. I could be totally wrong though. I'm gonna do the same thing on this other side here too. But maybe more. Well, actually, I have an idea. There was an idea. I'm gonna wrap it around the top and the bottom rather than the middle. And then this is the side I'll paint all black to be kind of like that like stretchy looking bit. So it's just gonna be the top and the bottom. And I'm gonna leave this solid. Or at least that is the current plan. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome. Not sure if I'm gonna say your name correctly. Mesnite. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Fifth try. I believe in you. Are the challenge modes on Ultimate Custom Night all permanently set to specific difficulties? Or can you do like easy mode, medium mode, and hard mode for those? I know on the regular ones you can just adjust all of them, but I don't know what it is for the challenge modes. Because it's like score based, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Okay, here's a OG Skywarp 33 lore drop slash I swear this really happened. But I remember where I was when Dako beat Ultimate Custom Night 2050 mode. I was on the live stream and I was watching it and he was doing it for so long. And then I fell asleep and I woke up way later. I forget if it was in the morning or if it was at night. But I was in bed and I remember waking up, seeing that the stream was still live, and I just was like, okay, let's see how this take goes. And then he won on that take specifically. Like, I had just barely woken up, and I looked at it, I was like, okay. Yo! And it was like the coolest thing ever. I was screaming in the live chat. Maybe not typing in the live chat, but I was definitely screaming. I was like, let's freaking go! Where were you on Ultimate Custom Night Victory Day? It's like a holiday in 2050. Happy Frog killed you? Maybe you should try to read up all of their mechanics and try to play it in a way that makes it easier. I don't really know. I never said I was good at the game. You're doing the sister location. Alright, pop off.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
I like to mix Bobby Hill from King of the Hill into that. And just sort of put that sort of spin on the voice. Like that.
I don't know you.
That like...
That's too damn bad.
Ooh, Big Top would be a fun character to make. I'll be real, all the Music Men I think are really cool. But every time I try to build a character with like more than 2 legs, it takes so much longer because like if there's like 6 legs, it takes so long. But yeah, so we'll put that like so, and then I think I have an idea. Let's open the good old googly eye tray. You want to add rivets to your animatronics? Invest in googly eyes. So, not all of these are the same size, so I want to make sure I grab equal. Now, the magic. Oh, that's true. He does have just giant golden arms. How many arms does Big Top have? Is it just 4 or does he have like 6? I forget. I know DJ Music Man has like 4 arms and 2 hands. Well, actually, I think DJ Music Man, they're all arms as well. But he has 6 of them. I know that for sure. Because I built a DJ Music Man. But yeah, I put the little googly eyes on the sides here. Because I'm going to paint these purple bits to be silver. And then I'm going to paint the silver bit, that's like this part, to be black. Reason being, like I said, I'm not going for exact details, but I want it to kind of resemble this section right here. But instead of it being half, just due to the scale I'm working in, I'm going to have it be his whole foot, or his whole leg. Yeah, so we'll do that. Then, what do I want to do for the other side? Pretty sure I could just extend his feet up by just gluing some foam onto it. Just go zoopy zoopy. Zoopy zoopy. I really just need to get used to the fact that I just say things sometimes. I confuse myself. Alright. This might make him a little taller than the other, like Helpy and Lonely Freddy, but I think it'll be a worthy sacrifice. I do, however, need more hot glue. It is I, Edwan. I always thought of myself more as like Fiona, but like Fiona specifically from Shrek. I made Dominic. There we go. That at least extends his feet down a little bit more. So his arms, I'm gonna have to make them probably be like that much longer? Like including his hand. Like picture he has a little mitten kind of hand here. And then this arm, I think I'm gonna modify with some more Legos. And basically like chop it off there and then put on a like Lego clip and or like pin. Is that the word? It's like those little Technic pins. Yeah, Technic pin section there so that it can rotate, and like I can maybe change it out because I want to make it so that he has his little arm kind of bent forward and around, and then I'll build the little Tiger Rock plushie for him to hold as well. But I want him to be also able to just stand with his arms flat. So my thought was if I do that, I can either adjust them by taking it off, turning it, and putting it back on, or something along those lines. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap up today's live stream now. I'm getting a little tired. So, before we go, we were able to get, let's see here. Oh! We did his eyeballs for the most part. So they'll be kind of like a little wider apart, but got those done. I think this leg, this leg I think is done build-wise, except for like the ankle section. This one I'm gonna probably keep modifying, maybe next time. Like I'm not exactly happy with how this looks yet. And yeah, we just have his little arms, the rest of his head, and just some like details and stuff. Like I want to add some wires coming out of this box on his chest that connect to his arm and stuff. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And before you go, I did already make a TikTok about this, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little thing at the end of the live stream here. So this is not sponsored, but you guys remember the Freddy Fanta from last time? It is full of water, food coloring, and mica powder with a little bit of rubbing alcohol to keep it from growing on the inside, like growing mold and stuff. But yeah, so the mica powder basically makes it so that it's a bit more sparkly. It's hard to see it on camera, but you can kind of see it's swirly. But I made a little box for it, like a little just sort of display thing, like a novelty thing. If some of you might recognize this box, because yes, it is the same one that I made that used to kind of pop open on itself, but I modified it, ripped it apart, redid some stuff, and glued everything in place. I added these little metal springs here and painted them to be multicolor, just to sort of emulate that like confetti effect. And then those are glued onto some plastic, clear plastic bits. And then I left the lid one metallic because it's supposed to kind of be like Jack in the Box. And then yeah, long story short, you shake it up real good. There's a light in the bottom here. Just click that, and then you can sort of just wedge it in there, like so. And it's hard to see, but it does light up. See? Like, if I flip it up and down a little bit, you guys can see the swirly a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. You can see how swirly it is. I think it looks really cool. It's definitely just like a novelty thing. I even, well, now it's broken, but I even wrote hashtag not sponsored on the side of it, just because I wanted to specify that. I just did it because I'm a Five Nights at Freddy's nerd. And yeah, that is going to wrap up the rest of today's live stream. Thanks for watching. I will hopefully see you again next week on Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye!